What's going on, my geeks? I'm Kakui Otaku, and welcome to Home Base Serenity. Today, I'm continuing my new Comic Book Legends Loadout series that is once again made possible by the 12.10 update that allows us to use our Battle Royale skins within Save the World. This series has been something I've been kind of planning for quite some time. The Batman video I just did is one of the first videos I decided I wanted to make when Epic first said they were working to allow us to use our Battle Royale skins in Save the World all those months ago. But that was the only video I was planning to make until the beginning of this season, as there was a certain skin announced as the secret skin for the Battle Pass this season that inspired another video idea.
Oh, hello.
Then I decided I'd make it a full series after the success of the Be the Boss series and make a video on all the comic book related skins that I have in Battle Royale. I've worked through all the DC skins that I have with Batman and Harley Quinn because I didn't actually get the Catwoman skin. So that means it's time for the Marvel skins. And the first Marvel legend I'm covering is the aforementioned secret skin for the Chapter 2 Season 2 Battle Pass, Deadpool, the Merc with a Mouth.
Your striker finally figured out how to shut you up.
Bruh. I honestly don't remember knowing anything about Deadpool when I was a kid, and only found out about him in the early 2000s when I was in college, if I remember correctly. Then, of course, there was the failed attempt to bring Deadpool to the silver screen in X-Men Origins Wolverine.
Hey, it's me. Don't scratch. Just cleaning up the timelines.
But we all know that version of Deadpool, as well as that entire movie, was an unmitigated disaster.
I'm having Blade Trinity flashbacks, and he didn't even use a sword in that movie.
Thankfully, Ryan Reynolds resurrected that character with the epic Deadpool solo movies that we all know and love. And I am so glad that Marvel Studios now has control of the character again, and has promised that they will not change it from what it was at Fox.
And believe it or not, Deadpool 2 is a family film.
I know we are all concerned with how Disney will handle such a hard R character, but Kevin Feige, who oversees the MCU, and other Disney brass have gone on record saying that they don't want to change Deadpool. I imagine they will just have to put it under a different imprint, because I don't think there has ever been a single Disney movie with an R rating. But that's a completely different topic.
Get on with it.
Yes, get on with it!
You're all here to see how I'm going to recreate Deadpool within Save the World.
Thank you.
And I'm going to do that with Raven. Just like with Fragment Flurry Batman, I know I've already done a loadout video on Raven, but I can promise you that this one will be even more different than the original was. The reason I chose Raven as my commander is because of his abilities. Raven's main ability is Lefty and Righty, which equips 2 pistols which deal almost 50,000 physical damage per shot at my level, and fires 6 shots per second.
Do not go in there.
I still feel like Raven has the best lefty and righty as commander over any other hero that buffs this ability, but that's really down to personal preference, honestly. In fact, I know some still don't even really like lefty and righty at all. So since it's been about 6 months or so since my Raven loadout video, I want to quickly go over how he buffs lefty and righty. As commander, Raven's perk increases lefty and righty damage by 25%, and each shot causes explosions that deal 20 base energy damage in a half-tile radius. This is why I feel like his lefty and righty is the most superior. You just feel like you're putting out so much more damage because of the explosions. Plus, since I'm making a loadout on Deadpool, I feel like Wade would absolutely love dual pistols with exploding rounds. However, I won't be using just lefty and righty. I'm also going to pair him with one of my favorite pistols in the game, the Founder's Revolt. This is one of the most unique pistols in the game, mainly because of the bullet chain final perk, which causes each bullet to chain to one nearby enemy. Deadpool probably could have used this weapon when he forgot all of his ammo in the first movie.
Good one. Yep, that was a good one.
I'm still disappointed that Epic refuses to allow us to change the rarity on this up to Legendary, but it's such a great weapon regardless. And I also feel like the look of the pistol fits Deadpool as well, even if it is just a single pistol. I do wonder if Epic will ever give us a dual pistol that we can craft, but I seriously doubt that they will, because some would think that would make lefty and righty worthless. But Deadpool doesn't only use pistols when he fights. He's also famous for using dual-wield katanas.
Let's dance. And by dance, I mean let's try to kill each other.
We don't have any dual-wield melee weapons yet, But we do have one actual katana in the game, which just so happens to be one of my favorite swords in the entire game, the Founder's Blazing Masamune. This weapon was my favorite sword overall until the Mythic Storm King's Ravager came out, and I still think it's one of the best in the game. The only negative for it is that because it's the Blazing Masamune, it's locked to the fire element.
I said, oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire.
Which means you are only the most effective with this weapon against nature husks. You can still use it against physical husks and potentially do decent damage, but if you try to use it against fire or water husks,
you're gonna have a bad time.
But the fact that I'm adding in this melee weapon is a big part of how this Raven loadout has changed from the original video that I put out at the beginning of Season X. I am starting with the same team perk that I mentioned in my loadouts update video where I showed an updated Raven loadout though, which is Happy Holidays, which lowers the cooldown of my abilities by 40%, stacking independently from other cooldown reduction perks.
Nice.
Since I do want to use the dual pistols as much as possible because that's one of Deadpool's signatures, I absolutely want to use this perk to lower that cooldown. Which leads me to the first hero in support for this loadout, Double Agent Evelyn, because her Where's Lefty perk lowers the cooldown of lefty and righty by 1 second for every pistol or SMG elimination.
Let's count them down.
And since I'm using the Founder's Revolt for those eliminations, I need to have Beetle Jess in this loadout because her Make It Count perk buffs pistol and SMG crit damage by 75% in support.
Good Deadpool.
Since I said I'm also wanting to use the Founder's Blazing Masamune, I definitely wanted to have Lotus Assassin Sarah in this loadout as well, because her Assassination perk grants a stack of Assassination for dealing melee weapon damage, stacking up to 5 times. Each stack lasts 5 seconds and increases melee weapon damage by 4.5% per stack. Then I have Willow and her Ghoulish Cackle perk, which increases ability damage by 37.5% based on the percentage of your missing health. Lastly, I have Arlene Itza and her Monster Smash perk.
Let me smash, please.
Which increases life leech with melee attacks and Going Constructor by up to 15%, again, based on the percentage of your missing health. And I round out this loadout with my standard gadgets of Stationary Hover Turrets and Adrenaline Rush. To show this loadout off, I went into a power level 124 Evacuate the Shelter mission with CJ, Deathgrip, and Joden. It was the best Nature Storm mission that was available the day we did the gameplay. I think it all went pretty well except for one part of it, but that's kind of just part and parcel of a Nature Storm and using a melee weapon. So let's jump on into the gameplay to see how it went.
Maximum effort.
Alright, let's just go ham with some exploding dualies. I will say it is pretty tasty using those dualies like that. I'm going to have to go down at some point. I might need to go down now. Maximum effort! Let's go get after this smasher here. Well, I think they may have already taken him down. Yeah, they've already taken him down, it looks like. Oh, I'm down. What the heck? Yeah, I guess I'm just getting swarmed there. That's probably what it was. I'm ready for my lefty and righty to be back. And it's back. I'll try to concentrate on the smashers, and I'm down again. This is the bad thing about playing in Nature Storms. It's so easy to die. At least for me. I don't have anything in this build for health, so yeah, that doesn't really help. I'm going after this smasher. Alright, maximum effort. Come here, boy. Oh, no, you don't. Alright, he's down. Between Deathgrip and I, we got him down. Oh, I think we do have a bit of a shifting spawn situation here. I kind of wish we had, like, dual-wield pistols we could use, but I know we have lefty and righty, so that won't actually, you know, matter in this situation. I need to see if I can get some pistol elimination so I can get my lefty and righty back for the mini-boss. I used it too soon. Oh, look at that damage. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, that came in clutch there. You know, speaking of dual wields, it would be great if they actually gave us dual wield katanas. I know we don't have any dual wield swords of any kind in this game, but that might be a fun thing for us to get, honestly. I would rate that highly. Oh, I'm about dead again. Oh, gosh. It's the bee dudes. Thank you. Oh, we got some damage on the shelter, apparently. All right. I think that went pretty well. You know, I definitely died a few times, but I still think it went pretty well. You know, this loadout might be better for something like an encampments mission or an eliminate and collect. I'm not really sure, but it still held in pretty well in my opinion in this actual mission. It's just that one of the problems is using the Masamune means I have to go into a nature storm to be the most effective with it, and that causes problems with actually staying alive sometimes, and then actually getting to use my abilities as well because it drains my energy. So as you can see, I think this loadout is a ton of fun and really does Deadpool proud. I made a few mistakes on my part, letting myself get into a horde of those nature husks and died several times because of it, but that's the danger of using melee on nature husks. It can be done very well, but I just didn't necessarily do a good job of keeping my health up. Outside of that, though, I definitely think this was an incredibly satisfying loadout to use. You can see here in this B-roll footage I got in an encampments mission with a random player that it is definitely an effective loadout as well. So now I want to go over how you can get a hold of all of what I have in this loadout should you want to try it out for yourself. The Deadpool skin is unlocked from the Battle Pass in Battle Royale. Anyone who already has the Battle Pass can unlock him for free, as he is the secret skin this season, and by far the easiest to earn that we have ever had. With the Week 7 challenges being released last week, it was revealed that all you had to do to get the outfit was the Week 7 challenges, which as you can see here were incredibly easy. There are other challenges for Weeks 1 through 6 to do to unlock his dual katana back bling and his wrap, as well as some other cosmetics, and they are all pretty decently easy. Raven is an event hero that can be recruited from the event people section of the collection book under Blockbuster Heroes by using a hero recruitment voucher, as with most other event heroes. Double Agent Evelyn is recruitable from the expansion people section of the collection book under Shadow Ops Heroes by using 3,000 training manuals and 100 legendary flux. Beetlejuice is an event hero from the original 2017 Fortnite and can be recruited from that section of the collection book. Lotus Assassin Sarah is only available in the limited edition version of the game if you chose the ninja class, or in the ultimate edition, which gives you all 4 classes. Neither of these have been available for a little while, but the good news is that she is a reskin of a base game hero, Assassin Sarah, and you can recruit Assassin Sarah from the ninja section of the collection book by using 3,000 training manuals and 100 legendary flux. Both Willow and Arlene Itza were unlocked by completing mini quest lines as a part of the 2019 Fortnite event, and they have not been made available yet to recruit from the collection book. But that could change in the future, as it usually does, so keep an eye out for that. The Founders Revolt is included in all versions of Save the World as a free schematic, starting at the Deluxe pack and any higher level pack above it, which means basically every version of the game except the standard version. The Founders Blazing Masamune, though, is the same as Lotus Assassin Sarah and Lotus Assassin Kin. It's only available in the limited edition version of the game if you chose the ninja class, or in the ultimate edition of the game, which gives you all 4 classes and their respective weapons. I do have a feeling that they are about to make these 2 packs available again soon, so we'll just have to wait and see what happens there. And I think that's going to do it for this 3rd installment of my Comic Book Legends series. I have had such a blast with these first 3 videos, and I think you're going to like what comes next. So if you've liked what you've seen so far, please like the video and leave a comment down below if there's a different way that you would build Deadpool within Save the World. Also, if you want to see the rest of the series, please consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell so you can see those videos and any other videos as soon as they go live. As I said in the last video, I'm getting so close to 200 subscribers, and it would be so special if I could somehow hit that number before April 17th. Up next, I'm taking a leap off of this planet and going galactic with the leader of the Guardians of the Galaxy, Star-Lord.
Now bring it down hard. Someday, put it together.
What are you doing?
Dance off, bro!
And that will leave just one last video after that in the Comic Book Legends series. After that, I will be doing a 500 plus days logged in account overview, where I might also be hitting a special milestone. And then I'll be doing the prep for my end of season content, as the end of the season is right around the corner, unless we get another extension like we usually do. Before I close out the video, I want to say yet another special thanks to Impulse. I knew I'd be using their amazing recreation of the Gotham City PoI from Season X for the Batman and Harley Quinn videos, but I didn't originally plan to use it for the Deadpool intro as well. However, I think the fact that it worked out so well subbing in Deadpool for Batman and just recreating the first intro of this series in such a cheeky way speaks to how great of a job they did on this map. So please go check out their channel and subscribe if you like what you saw. And to Impulse, thank you yet again for making this incredible map and for helping me with what I needed to make it happen. And as always, special shoutouts to my favorite Save the World content creators, both past and present: Latana, Demon Joe France, David Dean, Tori X, Aiden Harris, Rounded Tic Tac, Chedic, A1 Get This Money, Death Grip, Nilek Dreams, X Samantha, and Enforcer. I've linked all of their channels in the description down below, so please make sure to go and show them some love. Thanks again for watching, and stay cool, geeks. Have a great day, and please stay safe out there.
You're still here. It's over. Go home.